I feel like with balancing a 9 to 5, it's important to have those mornings where you just slow down and you're just living in the present and just focused on pouring back into your cup. Especially as a Black woman, we just go through so much on the day-to-day, pouring into others' cups, and we're just not, as focused on ourselves as we should be. And so that's why this morning I wanted to be very intentional with just taking things slow. It's the night before I plan to wake up at 4 a.m. Wish me luck.
I'm sorry, but didn't you just say a moment ago that you saw the outside of my house? So then you clearly saw that the back of my house overhangs a hill.
Weren't there, Sister Barnes? On our way here, we passed a police officer.
Oh, please. You're getting way too worked up.
Right.
It's currently 5 a.m. I picked up a cold from work, so currently trying to fight that off. And to be honest, I don't have it in me to dedicate the energy to waking up at 4 a.m. But like I said, I'm trying to be a part of the 4 a.m. club. I want to be a 4 a.m. girly so bad because I just feel like I'm more awake, more alive, more productive on the days that I wake up at 4 a.m. Here we are, but the difference is instead of forcing myself to have a productive morning, I'm just going to recharge my batteries. I'm going to take a slow morning today, and what better way to do it on this nice, beautiful fall morning. I just made myself some ginger tea, and I'm just going to slowly sip on that and continue to watch my movie. I really am a scary movie connoisseur because why am I watching Heretic at 5 a.m. on HBO Max? Like, man, I'm crazy.
Now, if I'm right, then the only thing that matters right now is what we actually believe. Yeah, because I think your rhetoric is thin. Your garage sale board game metaphor is kind of offensive. I mean, you asked why Judaism only makes up 0.2% of the world's population but didn't even pause for the Holocaust. You make no acknowledgement of the religious persecution Jewish people have faced. You just use it as a setup to a punchline about missionaries. And then you skip over the fact that none of this addresses Islam, as Muslims don't even believe Christ was resurrected. And then you point out all the similarities these mythological gods have with Jesus, but breeze over the many glaring differences. One of these guys has a freaking bird head. I don't think, from my point of view, sense of belief or disbelief. I think there is an entire spectrum that your king is neglecting. So it doesn't matter what I believe, does it? Sister Paxton, do you still believe in God? Yes. Then let's leave through here. Let's be honest and sincere and let God decide what happens next for us.
I feel like with balancing a 9 to 5, it's important to have those mornings where you just slow down and you're just living in the present and just focused on pouring back into your cup. Especially as a Black woman, we just go through so much on the day-to-day, pouring into others' cups, and we're just not, you know, as focused on ourselves as we should be. And so that's why this morning I wanted to be very intentional with just taking things slow. You guys have seen my usual morning routines. I'm up and at 'em. I'm on my mat, crunching out some Pilates, some sort of workout. Journaling. Just jumping right into my work before my 9 to 5. But today I wanted to be very intentional with taking things slow. And this is realistically what my slow mornings will look like or would look like. Where it's just that I just literally dilly-dally in the mornings. So I got a movie on, like I said. I'm here just using this time to scroll to my heart's content on TikTok. I don't know, my body's just been telling me to rest and recover since the weekend because that's when I got hit hard with this cold. And I'm just like letting it eradicate itself out of my system. I also have my Stanley Cup over there to the side, which, yes, you heard correctly. Your girl is officially a part of the Stanley Club. Went to Home Goods yesterday, and I was just browsing around, seeing what cute fall decor they had in the stores. It's a bunch of Halloween stuff. But anyways, I love going to their house, home decor, bed, everything. Every aspect of the house, office space, all of those nooks and crannies. But I guess my favorite section in the Home Goods would have to be like their kitchen section. And while I was just browsing around, I ended up finding a section where they had a bunch of tumblers. I have no need for any more cups, but that's my thing. Everybody has something that they collect. I guess my thing is always getting a new water bottle. I am in need to actually purge my collection and dump some cups. So I'm justifying this purchase by saying that because some of my cups, over time you'll start to notice that you might get mold or stuff like that, or bacteria trapped in the cup, or they're just damaged in some sort of way. So I actually need to go through my cups because I do have quite a few cups that are damaged and they need to be tossed. I came across their I'm trying to reach for it. I came across their cups and, glassware or whatever, and I came across these Stanley cups. Like, I don't know if you guys are going to see it. Oh, good. Like, how cute is this tumbler? I think it popped because of the color as well. It's giving Halloween with the purple and the orange. But it's just giving fall, really. Spooky season with the purple and the orange. I really saw this other cute one too, but it wasn't a Stanley, and I don't know what it is. I wanted to be a Stanley girl this fall. As you can see, it has the little thing to the handle that comes with it, and lately I've been getting the tumblers that come with a straw because it just, I don't know, it just makes it better for your water intake and whatnot. For me, it's not like statistically proven, but I just personally find that I drink more water when I have a straw connected to the cup. But yeah, so my goal with getting a new water bottle, especially this one, my main goal was for when I go to work and stuff, I wanted something that's easier to carry when I'm like going on walks. And since this is a 30 ouncer, I feel like it'll be more manageable to just get better water intake during the days, because I've been finding that I haven't been drinking as much water throughout the day. Instead, I'm like heavily caffeinated, and then by the end of the day, I'm like dying of thirst. So what I've been doing, I did some research because I read somewhere that it's good to drink. Like, if you want to know how much water you should drink, you need to calculate the water intake by your body weight. So when I calculated mine, you should be drinking like about half your weight in water or ounces or whatever. So basically, I'm going to start trying to attempt to drink 4 of these bottles, and it starts now. Like, as soon as I wake up, drink this. I should be on my second 30-ounce bottle by the time I get to work is my goal. And then I should be on my 3rd-ounce bottle by the time it's my lunch break. And then my 4th-ounce bottle, my 4th 30-ounce bottle by end of day. Like, so that way it's all in and out of my system before bedtime, because I've been dying of thirst by the time it's like end of day, like 3, 4 in the afternoon. And then it's like I'm chugging all this water I should have been drinking throughout the day. And then I'm going to the bathroom endlessly through the night. Like, we're not doing that anymore. I'm sitting right by the window. So this is the part of the morning where the world is starting to wake up. All right, we reached that odd part of the morning where I honestly want to go back to sleep. It's currently, let's see, 5:44 a.m. and I have a big decision to make. We can either take a power 30 and get up before 6:30. That's not the right math, but I usually don't fall back to sleep right away. And I also feel like I'm getting kind of tired because I'm still watching Heretic, getting to the juicy part of the movie, the plot twist. But anyways, fun fact, some people can fall asleep in quiet, utter silence like this. Some people need a sound machine. Some people fall asleep to the sound of rain or white noise of some sort. Me, I fall asleep to the sound of TV. Especially if I'm watching a movie or a show that just has like that calm, quiet monotone, just, like Heretic is an example. Recently I was rewatching The Penguin, which if you have not watched The Penguin, you need to go watch. Like, I feel like that's the first like Batman. Like, I like Batman. I like the Batman franchises. I love all the Batman movies. I've seen most of them. And I'm talking about even to the throwbacks of like Michael Keaton as Batman, The Penguin, love, love. I think I'm gonna continue rewatching that because it is basically spooky season. And I don't know, TV is just kind of falling off for me right now. So I'm finding that I'm rewatching shows that I've already watched last season. But anyways, I really feel like I want to take a nap. I don't know. Part of me is like I should just push through. I'm gonna give myself a few more minutes to decide because this is why I get up at 4 a.m. I'm trying to get up at 4 a.m. because I just feel like there's not enough time in my mornings to just get up, get moving. Sorry, I feel like the light from the movie is like distracting. I just feel like there's not enough times in my mornings for me. You know what I mean? Because I'm usually out the door to head to work by 7:45, and if it's already 5:45, it takes me some time to get up, wash up, find an outfit. Like, that's something else I'm trying to get better at, is like planning out my next day or my week ahead on Sundays. I'll get there. But I don't know. I think I'm kind of low-key uninspired right now. One of the reasonings is my bedroom is a mess. I don't know when she's never not going to be a mess, but I'm trying to get there, to get her back to her former glory of just having decluttered spaces and clutter-free areas of the room. Because it is true, when you have like a clutter-free space, you have a clutter-free mind. So that's one reason why I feel like I'm just like uninspired right now. And there was something else I was going to connect it to. I'm sorry. I'm listening to the cars. The windows are open, like I said. I'm listening to the cars drive by right now. It's also still dark out. So that's why I think I mentioned this to you guys, that I knew this was going to be like sort of a struggle. I'm trying not to be a Debbie Downer, but I'm being realistic here. I knew it was going to be very tough to be starting this 4 a.m. morning journey in the fall and winter months, because this is the hibernation season, not just for animals, but for us too. So this is the time where you would want to sleep in more. But yeah, here we are. I don't know, y'all. Back to the movie. I'm now watching Man of Steel, which I realized I never watched Man of Steel, the movie itself. The sky is finally starting to brighten up at 6:04 a.m. I think the sun is supposed to officially rise at 6:30 a.m. I really want to take a nap, y'all. I don't know what's going to happen right now. It's one of those mornings where I really don't want to force myself to do all the things. Like I said, some mornings look like this where I'm not as productive, but I feel like this is productive in its own way because I'm allowing my body to recover, take things slow before jumping into the anxiety of the workday sometimes. All right, we've now reached that lovely part of the morning where Mother Nature is becoming my alarm clock because the windows are open, nice and bright. I'm also getting hungry, so I'm about to cook some hard-boiled eggs because I'm trying to start my days off with more protein so that I can eliminate cravings by the end of the day. So I'm about to go heat up some hard-boiled eggs. I don't have the energy to cook and stand over the stove, to be honest, so yeah. Because I was thinking to fry up some turkey bacon on the side, but I don't have it in me. I would have had to bake it in the oven, to be honest, to have it cooked before, like to have it cooked for me, but I don't have it in me. And also, like I said, so I didn't end up taking the nap. I'm proud of myself. Just laying here on the couch is more than enough and watching cozy fall themed movie. Harry Potter is a staple for me, y'all. It just fits the seasons, like the holiday season, so well because you can start to watch the Harry Potter movies during the Halloween, fall, that kind of season, and then it just translates well. It transfers or moves well into the Thanksgiving and the Christmas because a lot of the Harry Potter movies kind of highlight those seasonal things in the movies or touch on. But anyways, yeah, I was like, all right, we're not watching another scary movie. Let's put on something that's like cozy, comfort. And yeah, so this is it. By 7 a.m., I have to get up off this couch and actually start to get ready. That's literally like a classic scene in that movie. Taking every fiber in my being right now not to lay back down and go to sleep because this is crunch time. Like I said, now we're entering into the time, like it's 6:35. I literally leave for my commute to work in a little bit over an hour. So yeah. But yeah, I am very much satisfied with this morning. This was a realistic morning. A nice, cozy fall, slow start to the day because when my day starts, it's literally going to be a hustle and bustle, and you're just dealing with the energies of others around you, especially as an introvert. Like, I don't know how I do it day in and day out. But yeah, so we're just going to have some eggs. I need to do some grocery shopping, but that'll happen at the end of the week. I want to buy some more protein stuff, but yeah. I'm also proud of myself for starting my water intake for the day in my Stanley. Oh, you guys can kind of see it a little bit better in the daytime, but yeah, doesn't it give like spooky season vibes with the purple lid and the orange bottle. Like, but yeah, I do need to refill her. I'm proud of myself to say that I'm about to be starting my second bottle for the morning or for the day. I feel like out of the entire franchise, no, that's a hard question. I was gonna say, I feel like the third movie, The Prisoner of Azkaban, has to be my favorite that I find myself revisiting the most. Well, I mean, it's kind of sort of true because when I decide to rewatch the Harry Potter series every time, I usually start with the third movie. The first and the second don't do it for me anymore. It catered to the child in me, but the adult in me is like, oh my god, this is boring to watch it from the very beginning. So yeah, the third movie is usually where I like to pick things back up around this time of year and kind of get re-immersed into the world of Harry Potter. It's like, see, like you can instantly see how much more awake I am just from the fact that it's so much brighter outside. Like, it's so much easier for me to kind of wake myself up when the sun is out, but when it's dark in the mornings, it's tough. But I ain't mad at it either because it just provides a nice cozy vibe that I like. Honestly, nervous how this is gonna taste, but we might have to go straw free. You know what? I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. It literally tastes like what it is. So I'm trying out this new protein drink that I found in Home Goods. I hope you guys are having a great start to the rest of your day, and I will catch you guys in the next vlog.